Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back, whatever the case may be. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lola. I'm here to do your love readings. This is a mid-month reading, so this will be for mid-March to mid-April. If you're looking for general readings, I have those up on my channel. The link is in the description box below, so please be sure to go check out those for a more complete picture of what's going on across all areas of your life. But we're here for love, so let's get started. Let's see what we have for Taurus in love at this time. This is the Moonology deck. I'd like to start with this deck and pull a card to see where the universe would like for us to set our intentions for the reading, or, could also be what the universe would like for you to have spend your energy on at this time. And anytime that you're doing your meditations or prayer, just having this energy in mind. So let's see what we have for Taurus in love. Okay, we have meditate and contemplate the new moon in Pisces. Now, interestingly enough, Taurus, the Pisces actually got this card, and it is the new moon in Pisces. So maybe there's a Pisces in your life that you are bringing into your life, or that you're have in now, and you need to meditate and contemplate on that person. Could be anything. I'm just bringing up to the fact that Pisces got this, and it's the new moon in Pisces. So maybe that resonates for you. Could be anybody, but definitely a time the universe is asking for you to really spend some time meditating, using your energy to meditate and contemplate on what you want next in love, where you want your current love to grow or move, or how you can actually even bring in more love into your life. So we'll see what other messages want to come forward for you to help clarify some of that and see how this all develops for you, Taurus. But let's pull some tarot and see what messages want to continue to come forward. So what do we have for Taurus in love? What do we have for Taurus in love at this time? What are the tarot messages for Taurus? We have the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Ooh, somebody might be playing games. And the Moon. Whoa. Okay, so Taurus, you have a lot of strong feelings and energy that are happening in love right now. So first of all, I can tell you right now is that, with both wands and you get the Moon. So I always see the moon, people look at this like mysterious, dark, not knowing sure what's happening next or what's coming. And that could very much well be true. But I would say the moon is actually something of, I love the moon. And so the moon is lighting your way, and the moon can always show you the way. So that's one thing that we should always know, is that as you're meditating and contemplating at this time in love, that allow the moon to show you the way. And someone might also just be in your life and just acting a little bit mysterious at this time, and you're not really sure how to read them. So that I would just ask the moon and ask the universe for guidance to show you that maybe bring some things that person might be holding back forward. This may be you as well. This could be you, Taurus, where you are also kind of like pulling back and just holding some of your feelings back. And so that's coming off as very mysterious and potentially shady to the person who's trying to figure you out. So definitely a time where you might need to think and contemplate about how you bring some of those feelings out, so that person doesn't feel that it's them, or that could be the potential situation that they might be feeling. So, whether it's you kind of being mysterious or that person, this could be an area where you really need to bring some conversations forward, and you can meditate on kind of how to do that. So the other thing is that we see here is that the Ten of Wands is just, you're carrying a lot on your plate right now. So the Ten of Wands is like, they can take no more, but they have to release a flower to get a new flower. There's already too much on their plate, and they can't, up on their back, and they can't let this go. It's so interesting that this card is coming forward, because I have not had it come forward on any other reading so far, and I'm almost done with these love readings, because on my exercise run today, I just had this card in my head the whole time, and I was just like, why is this card here? And just thinking a lot about the meaning of the Ten of Wands. And one thing that hit me especially about this particular deck and this card, the way that it is, because I think in other decks the person is holding the wands and it's just a lot, and again, they can't hold any more. They've already got 10. They can only carry 10. They have to let go of something. So what this is really saying, and the true meaning of, especially when it comes to love, is that you might be carrying a big weight of the relationship right now, or you might be carrying a lot of the feelings for someone that you're interested in, and there's no room for anything else, or other parts of your life right now might be taking precedence or might taking up more space. And so for you to allow love to come in, you really have to kind of learn to let go of some of these other obligations or areas in your life that you might be, it might be time to let go of some of those things. But the message that came to me, sorry, it's getting a long way there, but the message that came to me was that this person can also stand up and let all of this fall and get 10 new flowers. That is definitely something that is is an option for you. This in the universe is like, you don't have to keep all of these 10 wands. You can let them, if they're not serving you anymore, if they're keeping you bogged down, you can stand up and just say, you know what? All of these things actually need to go, because I'm going to get 10 new wands. And I know it's still a lot on my plate. I know it's still things that I have to be responsible for, but there are things that I'm going to look at my responsibilities in a new way, so I can actually act on them in a more positive, healthy manner, so that you can have love that's in a very kind of stronger, healthier place. Because this also, the Five of Wands then can get into a place of, that someone could potentially either be playing games with you, and that might be why that mysterious piece is coming up, and that might be something you need to be aware of and meditate on. Are games being played? I also read the Five of Wands in love that you could have multiple options, and they could all be competing for you. So the Five of Wands is a competition card. So but I mentioned the game because they're playing a game of chess. So there might be someone who's trying to figure out their next move with you. Could be good, could also be someone who's a player. So just make sure that you're paying attention to that. But it could be also that they're trying to kind of decide and think about their next move. You also might need to meditate and contemplate about what your next step is. But this also can be an area of competition. So you may have more than one person of interest that you could need to kind of look at. And that might be why you're feeling so weighted down. You're like, not a bad problem to have, Taurus, but it could be there for you. I don't know if this obviously isn't going to resonate for everyone, but if you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I was sitting here just fine, and now all of a sudden I have all these people in my column from your online profile, you had 2 people, and now all of a sudden it's 20. And so you're really having to try to kind of maybe feel overwhelmed by that. And so you're having to meditate and contemplate of kind of how to clean up that area. So let's see what else comes forward for you to clarify some of these messages, Taurus. So this is the Whispers of Love deck, specific love messages for Taurus. What love messages want to come forward for Taurus to help clarify this message? What do we have for Taurus? Okay, Taurus, we have rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. That's what that moon energy there is talking about. And be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. Okay, again, Taurus, if you are, the moon energy is really coming strong for me for both of these. But also then, of course, with the 10 of Wands. So, you have here in these areas with the moon and talking about the need to be supportive and make a genuine effort to show that you care. I mentioned earlier, this person might think if you're kind of holding back, that might come off as that you're being mysterious to the other person, and they're not sure how you feel. And so it would be very, I think, a positive thing for you at this time to have the conversation with that person and go ahead and feel safe to come forward and make a genuine effort to show that you care in that. And then also with the 10 of Wands, it's saying rest and relaxation is essential. So I really see this as looking at the things that are on your plate and prioritizing, moving things around to make sure that the ones that you are carrying are worth staying and being in your life. And you might just need to really meditate and contemplate about what those are. Take some rest and relaxation to make sure that the ones that you do carry are worth carrying. We don't want to carry things on our back that are unnecessary. Because when we can't get rid of, if we're carrying the negative ones, there's no room for the positive ones. We want to make sure that we do that. So Taurus, let's see what romance message wants to come forward for you at this time. What romance messages do we have for Taurus? Okay, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to fun to shine. So, okay, a couple of different things that are coming through Taurus. So in this codependencies, this might be to those this might be to those areas of life that you have, you might need to take a closer look at letting go of. So whatever those addictions could be, you really need to take a deep look. They could just be to social media. Many times people have addictions to social media, and it's affecting your love life because you're always on your phone, or you're always on your computer, or you're a gamer and you're just always on the games, or you're shopping, or you are always exercising, or you're always, or it could be stronger than that. It could be drugs and alcohol. So that's a more serious situation, but you definitely need to take a look at that because it could be very much affecting your love life. So like I said, it could just be something that you aren't recognizing enough. You're spending too much time on binging Netflix or whatever it could be. So taking a look at that for you, because there is a lot of fun to be had here. And especially with the things that are in that rest and relaxation, I think that someone can also help you do some of that. You could bring your partner or your person of interest along with you into that rest and relaxation, and you could recapture romance. So if you're thinking about a spa, I would book it for 2 and bring that other person along with you. Okay, let's see. We're going to pull one more set of messages here for you, Taurus, from the Angel Answer deck. This is for those of you who brought a specific question to the reading or brought your specific situation into the reading and want to see if the angels can bring forward some messages for you. Sometimes this is to the reading message itself, and sometimes this is just for the topic that you might be asking about. So let's see what we have for Taurus. We have ask for help from others and not the right time. So, okay, so whatever this has to do for your situation, this is what the angels would like to bring forward for you, is that this isn't the right time and you may need to ask for help from others and continue to meditate and contemplate. So whatever that situation is, just ask the universe for support and guidance, and also make sure that you're asking for the help from others. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope you have a great month. Okay, Virgo, let's see what messages we have for you in love at this time. This is the Moonology deck. I like to start with this deck to pull a card forward to see what the universe would like us to set our intentions in for the reading, as well as what energy the universe would like for you to focus on at this time. So let's see what we have for Virgo in love. What do we have, Virgo in love? What message do we want to come forward? Okay, Virgo, we have a new romantic cycle begins. Well, okay, there you go. There are not a whole lot of love cards in this deck specific of mentions of love or romance. So that's really quite amazing that this is coming in. Now, the new moon in Libra, there may be a Libra in your life, Virgo, or Libra coming into your life, or some with Libra in their chart. Could be anyone, of course, but the new romantic cycle begins. So definitely excited to see what messages come forward for you in the rest of our clarifying messages here. So let's see how this all plays out, Virgo. What tarot messages do we have for Virgo at this time? What messages do we have for Virgo in love? These tarot messages. Okay, Virgo. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Well, I definitely love the fact that the new romantic cycle begins, and I see many things happening here with that definitely coming into fruition, and we'll continue to clarify here. So just starting with the Five of Pentacles, this is this can be that you are feeling that you're not quite ready, or that you may be feeling a little bit nervous or reserved or not quite sure about the next step. And you could also be feeling a lot of energy come towards you and not sure how to handle it or not sure how to manage any of that. But I'm not saying that is you, but if it is you, you do not need to be worried, because the Two of Pentacles is the balance. Two of Pentacles is saying that you are balancing your whatever is in your life, your career, other aspects, your family, and love. That you have a very good opportunity at this time to have a balance between life and love and whatever other things are going on, that you can have both. And especially with this new romantic cycle begins, you may be like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting love and then here it is, or I've been wanting to take the next step and now it's happening and I don't know what to do, or you're feeling a little could feel a little uneasy from that. But the fact that you have not only the Two of Pentacles, which is, this person is balancing these two things of very importance, high importance of their life, up on this high place, and like doing as if she's making it look easy, and then you also have the scales here with that sense of Libra, which is a person that is a sign of balance. So for you, these, whatever these things are that you might be nervous about, the cycle is beginning. So whether this is a new relationship, or like I said, you're taking a current relationship to the next level, this is a very exciting time for you, Virgo, and that you do have the power to balance all of these emotions in this new cycle that's coming in for you. And then of course the Emperor is the ability to, you get to enjoy all of this. This is especially in love, this is structure. This is this new love cycle, this romance cycle that's coming in. Could be someone who just adds a lot more structure to your life, that they bring in that balance that you've been looking for, that we're talking about. There's so many messages of balance here. And the Emperor is really, kind of above the rest. So whether that's you or the person that's coming in, you can see they're the puppeteer, they're kind of controlling the people below them, and not that they're, telling them what to do and being controlling in a bad way, but just in the way that like you are at a very strong place right now with this cycle, this new romance cycle that's coming in, to be able to balance all of these things. So whatever, hesitations or worry that you may have, or really should be overcome by the fact that you should know the universe is telling you that like this is an exciting time. You have the ability to balance all of these wonderful things that are coming your way. So let's see what comes next with clarifying some of these messages with the Whispers of Love deck. This is love specific messages. So what love messages do we have for Virgo at this time? Okay, Virgo. We have like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Well, that's definitely a good way to start that cycle. And express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Okay, so maybe the person that's in your life, their love language is receiving gifts, or maybe that's your love language. So very important time right now to know that, like, especially with this new cycle to beginning, that, you may need to look into expressing your feelings with a love letter or a little trinket, or it doesn't have to, or your time. Time is also a gift. So, spending more time with that person. And then also, looking at that like attracts like. So, I would say that if you long for love, that be more loving. And that's really what's to say is like what you give, you get back. So know that whatever this light love cycle is, and these things that are coming in new for you, is that whatever you give to the situation, you will get back in full. And the universe is making that clear for you. So, okay, Virgo, let's move into see what your romance messages are. So what are the romance messages for Virgo at this time? Okay, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Definitely needs to go there with that Five of Pentacles, because this might be an area where the universe is saying to you, like, hey, you've got all the signs of balance and abilities here. You have the Emperor. So you have the confidence to be able to just enjoy this situation and, like for like put the love out there and it will come in, and stay optimistic and positive thinking. And then pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So again, kind of into that same message that we just talked about. I just think this, anytime I get that message for anyone, it's always just a good reminder that definitely pay attention to things that might be of something that you need to bring up or talk about, and make sure that you get them out into the open, and then, move on from things that you shouldn't be, that you definitely need to acknowledge. And then just keeping that positive thinking and knowing that there's a balance between this new romantic cycle that wants to come forward for you, is there's plenty of balance for you to have this into your life. So let's see what we want, what the angel answer cards have for you, Virgo. This is for those of you who brought a specific question to the reading, or something, you brought a situation that brought you to this reading today that you'd like more clarity on. This is that time for the angels and the universe to bring an answer forward for you. Sometimes it goes to the reading, and sometimes it is just for you, your question and your situation. So let's see what we have, Virgo. Okay, communicate clearly. Interesting. And be assertive. Whoa. Okay, those definitely go very clearly together. So I would say that for your situation directly, that, communicate whatever you have to say. You need to say it straightforward and clearly, whatever that may be. So hopefully this resonates with you, and the universe brought those answers forward for you to have more clarity on, and definitely see how this resonates with the rest of the messages as well. Is that, thinking about those small gifts, expressing love through those gifts. I mentioned it before, where it might be a love letter. Seeing now that there are two areas here of like straight communication, that might be something that you need to do, whether it's, a long email or an actual handwritten letter, or you type it and print it, or whatever it may be, or a card that is expressing what you want to say, that could be very powerful for you at this time. So Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to see you again, and have a great month. Okay, let's see what we have for Capricorn. What love messages do we have for Capricorn at this time? This is the Moonology deck. I like to start with this deck and pull a card to see where the universe would like us to set our intentions for the reading. Sometimes it's also where the universe would like you to have your set your energies for this time frame. So this is for mid-March to mid-April. So but could be for whenever you find this, or any time that might be resonating with you. So let's see what we have for you, Capricorn, for love message. Okay, we have don't let pride get in your way. The full moon in Leo. I think Gemini got this card too. So there may be a Gemini in your life. There may also be a Leo in your life. So at this time, not only for this reading can I say that, like, we'll see what other messages come up, but don't let pride get in your way. I think the universe is also saying at this time, when it comes to love, there may be situations that you need to kind of not be the person who has to be right. And I know it's hard for some of us at times, but that's what the universe is recommending at this time, is that, when you are meditating or praying, or you're spending time connecting to the universe, that you just ask the universe to set your pride aside and make sure that you look at what is best for you and what is best for the relationship. And sometimes that means we have to set our not let our pride get in the way. So let's see what comes forward in the rest of the other messages. We'll pull some tarot here, Capricorn, and just see what messages want to come forward for you in love, and help to clarify and put all of this together. What do we have for Capricorn in love? Okay, Capricorn. We have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, adventure awaits. The Nine of Pentacles. Knight. I always say nine. It's Knight. I'm sorry. Knight of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. A lot of people have been getting it. And the Five of Pentacles. Wow. So, okay. So, the Five of Pentacles, it's all of these things. You have two pentacles. They're usually the means of abundance. And so because you got this, don't let your pride get in the way right off the bat, it immediately kind of is drawing me to the Five of Pentacles, and that, the Five of Pentacles can be a place where we might feel like an outsider. And so that might be hurting your pride, because you're kind of being felt like you're on the outskirts of love at this time, or is that love might not be as strong and fulfilled as you think it is. But that's really just a perception that you need to just let go of your pride, to not let that get in the way. Because with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, is that your abundance is here. This is enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is enjoying the love that is around you, whether that is your friends or family. And it could, of course, be a significant other. But really just taking in and enjoying what the love is, feelings for wherever that may come from in your life. And then also the Knight of Wands is adventure. It's taking risks. So the universe is saying, like, dude, let's just like put your pride aside and not let that get in the way, because there's fun things to be had. There's adventures to be done, and really moving strongly, of course, in taking a risk in love. So if there's something in an area of you moving forward to the next phase of a relationship, the next stage, or whether you've really kind of been contemplating, wondering about reaching out and being that person, maybe the first one to act out, you need to set your pride. Don't let your pride get in the way. Like, be the first person, like reach out, ask for the date, ask for a connection, put the like on their profile or whatever that may be, and see where the adventure takes you. So definitely love to see that come forward for you, Capricorn. Let's clarify a little bit more with these whispers of love oracle deck. What messages of love do you have for Capricorn at this time? What messages of love are here for Capricorn? Messages of love. Okay. We have romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And then we have express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Okay, so you may have someone in your life where receiving gifts is their love language. Maybe that's you. But this could be very much a time where, like I was saying, take risks, is that maybe you need to send a gift to that person. A small trinket. It could also be a gift of your time, planning something together and spending that time together. Could also be that you really are the first one that is reaching out, or maybe you're sending a little a love note or a special gift to express your love. Definitely a good time for you to think about doing that for your other person. And then also there's tons of romance to be had here. So lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So lots of kind of action movement here, especially with that Knight of Wands, and you want to enjoy this and definitely, you know, put your pride aside so that you can have that romance time with your significant other, or for those of you that are single and searching for love, that this could be a very romantic time for you, that the things that do come forward for you in love, the types of people or the offers or the communication that comes through is in a very romantic way. Or maybe you're going to be receiving a gift soon. So we'll have to see. You'll have to keep me posted on that. Let's see what romance messages want to come forward for Capricorn. So what romance messages do we have at this time for Capricorn? This is romance messages. Okay. We have, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And playfulness, to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So yes, of course, we were just talking about, you know, taking a risk and having some adventure, and you definitely have a lot of area of romance. I think the universe is just saying, like, if you can just don't let pride get in the way and make sure that you're letting any of this go of feeling uncertainty or anything that you might be feeling like you're in the shadows. You're definitely not. There's tons of romance and fun and adventure for you to have, and it's safe for you to love. So, you know, open your heart, give and receive. So those committed relationships maybe need to just have open up to more fun and playfulness and adventure, and because romance is there to be had for you. So one more deck that we want to pull some messages from for you, Capricorn. So this is Angel Answer deck. So for those of you who brought a specific question to the reading, or you brought your specific situation that brought you here today, let's see if the angels and the universe would like to bring some answers forward for you on that situation or your question. Sometimes this goes for the reading and sometimes it's just for you. So let's see what we have here. Oh, well, there's our two cards. So we have not the right time and ask your angels. So definitely whatever it is you were asking about is just not the right time. There's also no one that says not right now. Doesn't mean it won't happen. It just means that this is not the particular time. You might need to focus on these other areas that are bringing forward for you. And then, of course, always ask your angels. That's a really good way to set your pride aside and talk to the universe and ask your angels for that guidance in whatever situation you may have brought or question that you had. So Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to see you again, and have a great month.